Yeah, let's talk about the movies. So I know movies have been like a topic of discussion lately. Where do people even want to go back to a movie theater to watch a movie?
I love the movie theater.
You love movie theater. I was just
love
about to
the
ask you,
movie
like, so what
theater.
is your opinion on it?
Yeah, I love the movie theater. I love the seats. I love getting the popcorn. I love that it's
Okay.
like I'm outside and doing stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, but I just don't have time. I feel
You don't
like
have time.
I feel like it's becoming harder and harder, especially because of specific booking time. Especially of like you get limit like in certain movies, there's limited times of when you could go. Like they have specific time slots, but it's like I do like going to the movies. I feel like I don't have enough time.
Like, what kind of stuff do you watch at the movies?
I usually watch like anything that's animated.
Animated.
Yeah, anything
Like
that's
Minions
animated.
movie?
Minions, Puss in Boots.
Puss in
you
Boots was
you
good.
watch Puss in Boots, and
Did
you
you
know
watch
what?
it?
No, but you know
didn't?
what? No, you know
It's
what?
really good.
Yeah, you know what I heard? They were like that movie had no right to be as good as it was.
It is. So for my story about watching Puss in Boots,
They said it
I
had
was the
best
doubter.
villain.
I was in like the doubters, and I said I didn't want to watch it. I didn't watch it with like a group of people. Turns out it was great. My YouTube feed was just full of like why Puss in Boots changed my life. 10 reasons why Puss in Boots is the best movie of 2023 or 2022, and then like Puss in Boots has no right to be this good. And I'm like, all right, you got me. Puss in Boots was one of the movies that like had a simultaneous release of both the theatrical release, but it also had a like YouTube or like streaming release as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's crazy.
surprisingly enough, like it had. I rented it like within like a few weeks of it coming out.
Dang, I need to watch this movie.
It's really good. I think like the character design's really good.
I heard the villains are really good.
The villains I think are the highlight of the whole thing, and you wouldn't think like Puss would be, or Puss in Boots, or like Puss would be very relatable. Like he's a cat
Yeah.
with boots
With
that
boots.
is like a Spaniard,
Yeah.
and
oh my
you would
god.
you wouldn't think, but you know
Yeah, I heard
it works out.
You know, the one movie that I unfortunately missed out on the opportunity of watching in theaters. There was actually two.
Titanic too.
No, it was I think it was Minions.
Avatar. Oh,
Minions. Do you
Minions.
remember?
The
There was a
original
whole
Minions?
no, the whole meme about people going to Minions with the boys.
with the bananas.
Yes.
Throwing
and,
bananas,
or
yeah.
people dressing up in suits going to see the Minions.
That was so wild. I don't think like I fit that type of demographic to go to that, but I think it was funny to like watch on the outside. You would go up to the theater.
I would want
to.
to. I wouldn't go dressed up, but I would want
What?
to go see.
Throw bananas.
Maybe. No, probably not as nuisance. But the other one that I also missed out the opportunity of seeing was Morbius.
Oh,
in
I didn't watch that either.
theaters.
Morbin time.
Yeah, it's Morbin time. I
think,
I
like-
wish I could have seen it just so I could say that I saw it.
You can watch it now.
No, I don't want to watch it now. It's too late. People do still say Morbin. You know that? It's Morbin time. It's
That's
crazy.
just you.
No. I think what the heck?
I haven't
No.
heard that in so long.
I literally heard it the other day. It was funny too because I watched a YouTuber, the same YouTuber who went to all the rainforest cafes. He watched Morbius, I think 6 times.
Wow.
Yeah, but he didn't want to pay for it, so he went to go see everything all at once or something. With he paid for a different movie and snuck into Morbius. But it was wild. But I think that going to the theater for me at least it's nice to do, but I feel like it's gotten more expensive to go, and
That's
I
true.
feel like there hasn't been a movie like lately that I've kind of been like. There's no movie lately that I've wanted to go see. I think the
Really?
latest
No
movie that's
John
out-
Wick.
No,
John Wick 4?
I've never watched any of the John Wick.
You don't need to watch any other John Wick.
What? There's a story. I know there's a story. There's chapters.
Yeah.
You can't jump into
Yes,
chapter
you can.
4.
Yes, you can.
Oh
You'll
my
figure
God.
it out.
I'll figure out what happened. They'll do a 2-minute recap in the beginning.
You'll figure it out.
The other movie that came out recently that I do want to go watch though is the Super Mario movie.
It came out already?
Yeah, it came out
When?
on Wednesday.
Oh, it did?
Wait, what day is it today?
Wednesday.
Oh, it comes out tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We gotta get to the theater.
Yeah, we're going to go to the theater.
If I'm okay, between the two of us, who is Luigi and who's Mario? You'd be Toad.
That doesn't even make any sense.
And I'd be Yoshi.
You literally said it between the two of us. Who
Yeah.
would be Mario and Luigi? You're taller, so you would be Luigi. You'd be Luigi because you're taller.
Luigi's the better one. Anyways.
How
Let's
dare
be
you.
real. Let's be real.
Luigi.
The Luigi, you know.
Okay, so but the
Better
other
mustache.
one that I do want to go see is what is it? It's the one with who is that guy? Nicolas Cage, where he's Dracula.
Oh yeah.
I do want to go see that one.
That one looks pretty fun.
Yeah, but did you watch Dungeons and Dragons?
I did, yes. So I was planning on not watching it. The trailers were absolute garbage.
It did look.
The trailers made it seem like the most like campy, like
Yeah, it doesn't
terrible
look like it had
movie.
a story. It didn't look.
It was
like
really. It's actually
Really
spoiler alert. It's really good.
It's
I
like
liked
Puss in
it.
Boots. Good.
No,
Okay, nothing will beat Puss in Boots.
not that good. Puss in Boots is like Puss in Boots
This is a whole Puss in
betrays
Boots.
betrays your expectations, like out of the water.
We didn't want to tell you guys, but this is just advertisement for Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots is a great movie. Sets up great for Shrek 5. But
oh my God, that is true.
yeah, you haven't even watched it. You don't even know.
Yeah, no, but Shrek 5 is like reportedly in the works.
Yeah, so after Shrek 4, this was actually in the works to be made, and then they halted production.
They made a good
and
choice.
and then they came back, and then with all this stuff. Anyways, so the Dungeons and Dragons. So the Dungeons and Dragons thing was that the user score was so high for the movie. It was like 90-something% on Rotten Tomatoes for audience score. And if the audience score likes the movie, I like the movie.
Wow.
Like if the critic score is high, that doesn't mean much to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like the audience, I'm like, okay, everybody seems to like this.
I've
Like, I
seen
don't understand why, but
Yeah.
if it's like that fresh,
you know
it
it's
can't
good.
be. Yeah, it must be good. Like, so I go and watch it, and I'm like, all right.
You
All right.
understand why.
I think the trailer was like, this like like how people have like inside jokes. If you don't understand the characters and the cast, you don't understand why it's funny. And like all the jokes and all the scenes seem stupid.
Oh
I was
God.
like, in the trailer, I'm like, why do I care? I don't care. I don't care about these people. I don't care about them, and I don't care about like their whatever they're doing. Like it's not funny. Like it fell really flat for me. I'm like seems very like cash grabby. Like they're using Dungeons and Dragons to like make it like what is this? Like it seems it didn't hit.
Yeah.
I go watch the movie, like whoever made the stupid like trailer sucked because like the actual movie itself is actually
good.
quite good. Like
the trailer was not good. I would
they took all like part of me was like watching it and I saw like the mimic scene where it's like
the treasure chest.
the treasure chest that opens up and it's like
Yeah,
it was terribly CGI'd. It
was.
didn't bother me like when I watched the movie.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Which is weird because I'm like it really stuck out because like if you have bad like if this comes up for a little scene like in the movie, it's like okay, I'll suspend disbelief to watch it in the movie. But if you have that, the trailer should be like some of the cool like really big things like happening like really well animated scenes. You don't want like why are you putting that out there? It's really badly, or not really badly. It is like it wasn't the best animated. I think this looked a bit too cartoonish for like what it was.
Yeah,
Don't take it that away. It's actually a good movie. You should watch it.
Okay. There's a other. Yeah, you reminded me. Shrek 5 reportedly in the works. Donkey reportedly in the works too.
Wait, Donkey's getting a whole movie?
Spin-off. That's what I heard. I'm not
really
too sure. Yeah,
this
but
is the Shrek stream.
Shrek
podcast.
Shrek
This
podcast. Full. Yeah. Oh yeah.
State of the Shrek economy.
State of the Shrek economy. Yes, that's right. Yeah. So I heard he's getting his own spin-off.
I can see
then the one thing I did want to say, because you talked about like maybe some ridiculousness. Did you watch the last Fast and Furious movie?
No, I know the new one's coming out. Fast 10.
Yeah. But oh my god, I don't want to say anything. I feel like because you should watch it. It's the most ridiculous movie that I've ever seen in my life.
It's just very odd. It's like a fast verse. It's like the Avengers showing up. Like
it becomes the Avengers. He's gonna fight Thanos in the next movie. I did want to say though that like, I feel like you. Let me guess. Did you watch Top Gun?
Yes, Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, and let me say that I heard it. I didn't watch it, but I heard it's as ridiculous as that.
It's great.
I heard it's
Top Gun Maverick is amazing. I heard it's. How did you not watch it?
Because I just didn't. I was like,
these are great movies. You should watch, but I
heard it's ridiculous.
How's it ridiculous?
I heard
it's really good.
It's really good.
So the '90s. If you try to rewatch the '90s version before going and watching Top Gun Maverick, it's very jarring.
Really?
90s pacing in movies is like crazy.
So slow. It's so slow.
It is incredibly slow. You're like, why do I want to watch this? And then Top Gun Maverick is very methodically done, and like, you know, it's very interesting.
We're not going to talk about the enemy. We don't know who it is. I heard there's some suspicions, but I will say that
it could be anybody.
It could be anybody. Yeah, I did want to say just one last thing about this is that there is this hot debate on reboots. Moana, Disney's Moana is getting a live action film 7 years after its release, and a lot of people are saying that's too soon.
I think that's true.
Yeah,
like as a reboot, yes, but as like a live action companion to it, maybe. I feel like if they wanted to release Moana live action, they could have done it sooner than 7 years from the original.
Really? That's crazy, because it's like I feel like I just watched Moana the other day, but it's been 7 years.
I think like there's certain things that are different. I think like you would change the story to be more human, and if that makes sense. Like if there's animation has a certain like characteristic to it, like a certain like je ne sais quoi.
I did not watch the live action Lion King. I did not watch the live action Mulan. I did not watch like any Disney live action. I wonder
who that's targeted towards, because
to kids.
Is it to kids?
I think so.
Is it though? Because the kids, wouldn't they want to watch the animated one?
I did watch Aladdin live action.
Live action Aladdin.
And you know what?
I think these live actions are aimed.
Will Smith slapped him. Okay, I'll go on. Sorry,
I was like, I think the live action aimed at the adults, like the millennials,
really?
Or like people that are, because like, you know, I think a lot of people have a bias against watching a children's movie. You know, like even if the themes are more adult, like you have like a bias, like, oh, this is for kids. Like the Puss in Boots movie, you didn't watch it.
No.
If it was a live action Antonio Banderas, you'd be like,
yeah. If it was live action Antonio Banderas, I might have watched it.
You'd be like, oh yes, I will watch this. It's a different movie.
I had a question for you.
It is Antonio Banderas.
It is Antonio Banderas.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah,
okay,
no, you're right.
I gotta be sure.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Thinking about it. I think that I don't know. I was gonna say, because I did not hear that great of things because of Mulan, because they changed the story so much. They didn't have Mushu.
Yeah, I think that's the issue. Well, or like the argument for and against. So like it's a different story. Like you're taking a lot of the thematical events and then making it into its own thing. Like if you compare the Mulan movie with the Mulan like live action movie versus the versus the animation movie, it's like different things.
Yeah.
It's like similar events that happen, like imagine like, cuz what is this? What's the one thing that happens, like Pinocchio? How many Pinocchios are out there?
There's a ton of Pinocchios.
Yeah,
I have to show you this other one later. It's wild.
Is it the Quentin Tarantino or?
No, it's another one.
Okay.
You probably won't be able to find it, but I'll show you later.
Oh my god!
Off camera, it's so wild.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think this is different things, like a similar story, but different interpretations of how to get to like a similar event, or like different ways of telling a story, but like of like similar characters. So I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's hard though. It's hard. Because if you stray too far away, I feel
Like loses what it was.
yeah, because like let's say you watch the original Mulan and then you're like, oh, this is like there's so much going on. There's all these characters, but then you
But
strip some of those away.
I think it might not be for everybody because like some people latch on to different characters. Like you wouldn't expect some people to like latch on so hard to like Mushu, you know, like
Yeah, he was one of my favorite characters.
see, there's
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, you know, would you watch? Would you watch live action Aladdin, now knowing that Will Smith slapped the guy?
I think it's pre-slap, so I think
It's oh god.
that Will Smith hasn't slapped anybody yet.
Oh my god. Okay. I think that's all I have.
For reboots?
No, yeah, and just for movies in general. I think they're just I do like the movie theater. I do like going. Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of good movies coming out.
If you have stayed this far in the video, the trick is you go on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
that's right.
well, not even matinee. There's Tuesdays in general.
They're like
theaters,
$5, yeah.
$5, $6, $7 out the door.
Compared to like 17 or something.
Yeah, no, even a lot of the, or actually all of the like movies, if you're willing to like wait and like avoid spoilers, you can go watch it on like a Tuesday.
It's yeah, and I think that's probably that's good.
It's much more economical because like a lot of times there's obviously a lot less. I mean, in terms of like scheduling, it's gonna be like tough because there's
gonna be a nightmare to schedule a movie on a Tuesday.
Well, not
a Wednesday today for us.
That's true, but not in terms of the movie theater schedules it regardless. I think it's more of a personal scheduling because like I know a lot of the times aren't like the most optimal. They have less viewing times because there's less staff there to run all the projectors and etc. But like I think all in all, if you stay this long, Tuesdays I would not watch if I can help it. I would not watch movies on any day besides Tuesdays because Tuesdays are the days that are cheap.
The most economical, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's it.